Hello, this is Jeff with Sew Awesome. If you're watching today's video, you found us either through our Etsy channel, through sewawesome.us, or you're on the hunt for a mask, and in that case, I'd recommend checking out our description for links to our shops to place an order. So within the order, if you place one with us, you'll find a copy of your packing slip, some steps on how to put together the face mask and some basic care steps, as well as the packages itself. So today, just because of some feedback we received, we're actually put this in video format that makes it easy for everybody to follow along and make sure you're wearing putting together your mask appropriately. So let's go and open it up. We'll move over the package to the side. We'll go and expand this. And what I'm going to do is just point out a few things. So if you've either had a copy of elastic ties, or you also have fabric ties, which could be a little bit, depending on your preference, easier to wear. You receive a 16 gauge metallic strip, which is jewelry grade aluminum, to be used as a nose strip. With the nose strip itself, you're going to have a front piece of fabric with some awesome designs. You're going to have a liner on the inside, a pocket to the inside if you want to put in a third filter that goes all the way through. And as far as the nose piece itself, you can see within this mask there's going to be about a 5 to 6 millimeter channel that goes across. Don't worry about these top stitches going on over here. That's only for the actual liners or outside appearance itself. There is an actual channel there. So within the shipping process, your nose piece may have gotten a little bit deformed. So I'd recommend is placing it against a flat surface and taking something like a rolling pin or maybe a bottle or a can and just rolling it over to the top if it is a bit deformed, just to straighten it out a little bit. But other than that, once it is straight, what we're going to do is take this piece of metal and go in between the two layers of fabric up to the side where that nose channel starts. And as you can kind of see, we're just going to slide it through. And as we get towards the middle, what we want to do is start straightening out that channel and then maybe just wiggling the fabric around a little bit to make it a little bit easier for that piece of metal to go through. Because what will tend to happen is based on how these are designed, there will be a little bit of fabric flap in there. So if it doesn't go through on the left-hand side or if you receive a little bit of resistance, just pull that metal wire back out and do it in from the right-hand side. So as you can kind of see here, we went through, we're going to center it up a little bit. Now this jewelry grade metal aluminum can be formed to your nose. Just go and bend it to shape a little bit and go and try it on a little bit as you need to make sure you have the appropriate fit. And what we're going to do is take the ends here and bend them outward. That way it's not jabbing into your skin and it actually rests against the cheekbones to give you a nice tight fit. So if you have any issues or concerns with this, feel free to message us. We're more than happy to respond or give you some additional feedback or step-by-step instructions if needed. Otherwise, let's talk about how you actually put this together. So we actually give you enough elastic here to go around the back of your head. Or if you choose to as well, you can go and cut off this bottom piece and loop them together to go over the ears. Although just as a word of caution, this does cause some issues if you're going to wear your mask for a prolonged amount of time. So I recommend using all the elastic to go up and behind the head, which is the process we're going to show you today. So as you can see, I started by placing the face mask on my stand-in model here. And as you can see, the nose bridge is tightly against the nose, with the metal sprayed out resting against those cheekbones. The bottom strap goes behind the neck, and it may be a little bit loose at first, so what I recommend doing is grabbing the bottom of the face mask after you try it on, make sure everything's to fit, and rather than putting the hood bends right behind you, what you want to do is first pull straight up. That way you got that nice elastic tight band at the bottom there, and this bottom piece of the fabric will begin resting against your face and closing in any gaps. The next thing we want to do is take the head straps and put them behind the head, keeping them flat to each other, just by that way. So that way we're not tying a traditional knot, which could be caught up in the hair. We want to leave it nice and flat so it has the movement and ability to work around. Once you find it is a comfortable spot and it's tight enough to fit to your head here, just go ahead and take note of it by pinching those two together. Go ahead and take the headbands off. And the next step we're going to do is just wrap it around the finger. And we're going to go ahead and loop those bands through that knot, or through that hole. Just trying to keep position or remember where that position was so it doesn't loosen or tighten any more than what you expect it to. And what we do, once we have those wings through, we'll just go ahead and tighten up in place. Like so. And as you can see, once we're done, we should have those bands that are nice and flat so we can go ahead and put it on the head after that. So this is where we're going to tighten it on. And voila, we got a nice tight fit with limited gaps. The nose is nice and tight, so if you wear glasses, it can sit right on top without fogging them up. And there's no gaps below as well. So once you're all done, you can go ahead and, if you find that this is a nice comfortable spot, just trim off the ends. Or if you have one of our fabric ties, just go and tie a little bow if you want to keep some extra, or go and trim up as well. So thank you so much for buying from So Awesome. If you haven't bought from us before, go and check out the links in the description below. And thank you so much for your time today.